Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Florida Gators and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Wildcats head coach pregame. Obviously, it's every team's plan to run the ball each and every game. But today, he challenged his offensive line to help his running back get the record. They know that he's been so productive in his career, and today he has an opportunity to get the rushing touchdown record. So in the red zone, I will be shocked if they don't get this guy the ball. They all want him to receive the rock because he has meant so much to this team and to this program. Expect that to be a big focal point of the running game today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide right, it's Baxter. On the move at the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw on first. Going to try to get it himself.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Rashad Downs going up top. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Complete downfield. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl. Boom. Fire that puppy to him. Get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there. Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. The give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Baxter again. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Running right, it's Baxter.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 30. The tag. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. Kentucky right back to the line. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Intercepted for the 11th time. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Solid pick up of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep it from making the grab, and the defense forces the 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. On the return, coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The keeper on the option. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker.
Good awareness by the offense. Want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Handoff, Baxter running left. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Baxter. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, going to throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Crosses the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Tells to run, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Nice move there. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Sells to fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
First play of this drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That stiff arm got him a little space, but he'll be knocked down at the 11.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Kentucky going quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Burrowing That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Under pressure. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st. Right side, it's Montgomery. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He'll try to do it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bold Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 9 team, the Stanford Cardinal. And it's the Scarlet Knights coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David. relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense.
It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And the Gators will hustle to the line. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen, and right out of in the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just a poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. C.J. Baxter one more time. Fights off a defender. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Motion from the wideout. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Got to make the play on 4th. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. Turning it on. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it with Baxter. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And you got to... in that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Turns out it's Brown. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Now on first down from the 28. Defense wants to bring the heat. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. They'll line up for a second down play. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Here's a give the ball. Shows him the stiff arm.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Caught its ball. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Flips it out to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
He slides that just inside the right upright.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcats sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Bush is ahead. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Hand off for Baxter. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Caught, and he's got room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Baxter. Hard running there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. In the backfield, it's Baxter. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field. You've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on fourth down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Making the adjustment on the play. Snapped on fourth down. Going for 6. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Powers through the defender. He's got 48 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Here's Jaden one more time. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Comes down, it's Singleton. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. He's got an open man. Still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Fires it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. He wants it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll try to run with ball. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go back to C.J. Baxter. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time.
Snags it, and he's open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. 2nd and long here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. A strike downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Wants to throw again. Between the hashes, it's Mays. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh setter down's going to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. He's got him this time. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. He's got it on the move. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun. Rushes on. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll go to the air. They're all over him. And it's a sack. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Out wide right, it's Pryor. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw one first. He uncorks one deep. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and